Hi everyone, today I got a little package from Jackson's Art. I made an order last week and so I'm excited to share it with you. I have ordered 2 more of Stillman and Birn sketchbooks because I'll just show you. So this is the one I have enjoyed so far. It's a hardcover and I decided to try some of their other styles as well. So this is from the beta series. I have enjoyed it. I'm almost finished. I have a few pages left and then I can do a flip through, but I kind of felt that having a hardcover, although it's nice, it feels like you're holding a little book, but not only is it quite expensive, but also I don't know, I feel like I would enjoy the soft cover more for some reason. It kind of felt a little bit rigid. So here is a super tiny one. I have finished one of my small sketchbooks that I was using just for kind of rough illustrations and swatches, and I wanted something very cute and small, something that I can possibly throw into my handbag or just kind of, you know, have readily available, something I just kind of pull out of a drawer and start doing. And the reason that it should be quite user friendly is because it's so tiny and small, is what I was thinking. So it's the same heavyweight, the same paperweight, 270 GSM, also cold press, also white paper. And the size is 8.9 across and 14 centimeters height. Now, because it's new, it feels quite hard to open, but you need to break it in. For example, I don't know, you find your middle point and then just break it in and lay it flat, and that's how you would do it sort of with every page. Just really kind of push it down, and then of course you have to have, I'm just looking where they are, you have to have this sort of clips or some sort of clips available, because without them I literally don't know how I used to be able to use any sketchbook. It just makes your life so much easier. So just invest either in these simple ones, or there are these big ones which are quite strong, and I love them. So yeah, so that's that. And they are, what I like about this one is that they don't have the metal binding, whatever it's called. They basically are stitched, and I do like that. And yeah, so that's this. And then it seems to me, I'm not 100% sure, but it seems to me that actually the cover page is exactly the same as the paper itself. So you could actually, I think you could draw on the cover page as well. So yeah, I think it's the same paper stuck onto the soft cover, so it makes it quite, yeah, it's great. Because in the one I have here, let me just double check if I can. Oh yeah, they've done the same in the hardbound as well, so they actually stick the paper to the cover. Okay, so that's quite useful. Now the other one I got, it would be just sort of a regular size for me. This is the size of sketchbook I like to work in. And yeah, so this is everything the same. It's just a wire bound. So what it means is that you can lay it completely flat, and I do enjoy that. I have to say that probably this type of binding is my favorite, because it just makes it so easy. And of course in this case you don't need any clips at all, because you just have everything flat. And you can also do this, which is what I love doing it. You can just flip it completely to the back and have very little space to work on. So that's great. And yeah, I will enjoy this book as well. And the size is 15.2 across and 20.3 centimeters height. Okay, so I'm going to take it away because the black is distorting the color a little bit. So these are my new sketchbooks, and then I have also ordered a sample pack of papers, because they have 3 different series. So like I said, this is all beta series that I have, and then they have the alpha, gamma, delta, epsilon and zeta. So within those series they then have heavyweight or extra heavyweight. So heavyweight would be 150 GSM and the extra heavyweight is 270 GSM. And the reason is obviously the heavier the paper, the more water it takes. Now let's go ahead and actually have a look what's different about these series. So this is the alpha series, 150. This is the beta, 270. This is the gamma and delta. So let me just put it in order so I can get my head around it. So gamma, delta, epsilon and zeta. And then we have the Nova series as well. So these are the new colors. So this is a beige, 150 GSM, and grey and a black. So these 3 I'm not really interested in, but you know, I guess they could be good for chalk, or some people like to actually this is a nice color. I don't know, I'll have a go. I've never tried these colors. So. Okay, so I just went to Jackson's Art and I checked out the entire range of Stillman and Birn. They also, by the way, if you're interested, they also do vellum in different colors as well. I think they also do ivory vellum. So basically there are 3 different types of paper, and it seems that they don't put the color of the paper in the title, but basically you have different options. So if you want a smooth paper, you can get it epsilon and zeta series. So both of those are smooth and they're white. Now I cannot find whether you could get smooth paper in ivory color or vice versa, whether you have ivory and white for all of these options or not, but it seems that if you want a cold press, you would have to go for beta series or delta series. So beta series cold press is white and delta series cold press is ivory, and both of them are 270 GSM. If you want a matte grain, which is sort of in the middle of smooth and cold press, so it has a little bit of texture, then you would have to go with these 2, which is the alpha and the gamma series. Now both of them are 150 GSM and they come in sort of like a white, which seems to be more of a natural white rather than a pure white to me, but it's not specified in the details. And it comes in ivory. So those are your choices really. It depends whether you want ivory or white, and then you can see within those colors what options you have. I hope it makes more sense now, because it can be a little bit more confusing, and hence why this sample pack is more useful, because you know, now that I wrote things out, I can kind of see what I want for future. So if I don't want ivory and I just want white paper, for me I would only have 2 choices here, because I don't want the 150 GSM, so these come out, and all I am left with, provided I am interested in 270 GSM, which is the extra high sorry, heavyweight, I then have either smooth or cold press, and that is my options. Okay, so next thing I want to talk about is Schmincke. So I'm going to grab these and maybe zoom in slightly. So I got new Schmincke colors. I've got 6, and unfortunately Jackson's Art didn't have all of the colors I wanted. There were other 6 which they were either out of stock or running low, and then when you click they kind of say you have to wait to get them. So I got 3 colors. Let me just, so these 3 are from the new 2017 release. It's the Ruby Red Deep, Geranium Red, and Quinacridone Red Light. And I've got also from their general color range, a Brilliant Purple, Cobalt Turquoise, and Sap Green. Now these are going to go into my, let me just grab it, my Schmincke palette, which I bought a while ago, and it has 12 spaces here to fill. So these are going to go in this bottom row right here, and I think eventually, knowing myself, I will probably start taking out colors that I don't need much, and that probably would be the majority of these colors here, the browns. I just don't use them, and this palette is very heavy on the blues, so, but I do like these kind of range of blues. It's quite extensive. So yeah, that's the plan of doing that. I will do some swatches for you, and yeah, let's see how that goes.